Here's Callum Bradshaw, 2020 FIA Karting World Champion, 2021 Iame Euro Series Champion. What can he do in the I Games? He would love to finish his brilliant season here this year with another trophy and another accolade. It's going to be a tough one, this. So many stars, so many big names, and so many scores to settle. This is the pre-final of the Senior X30 race for the Iame I Games 2021. Callum Bradshaw and Aaron Walker on the front row of the grid, Connor Jupp and Mark Kimber on the second row, then Khali Atkins and Danny Carinini, Thomas Fleming and Lewis Mackey, Sean Butcher and Carlos Leon, Eloy Gonzalez and Hugo Natteril from Ethan Faramond and Ollie Pilka, Charles Roussan and Enzo de Cruz, Drake Jansen and Alex Monod, Maximus Meyer and Edgar Pierre from Kaden McQueen and Teresa Babachkova, Federico Peters and Santiago Valve, JP Slater and Jason Young, Mika Voss and Lorenzo Marquez from Finley Harrison and Luis Caetano, Sita van Meert, Petra Babachkova, Miguel Silva, Benjamin Hovelak, Jesse Dorgist and Diogo Martins. It's very tough to tell which of the Strawberry Racing trio is going to get this, but of course they tripped each other up when they fought for the international final a few weeks ago. If they do it again here in the I Games, well, that really is going to be a massive own goal. But these three all want to win, and none of them will give any inch at all. Ready? Let's race! Good start from Kimber. Walker slots into third nice and early. Jupp into fourth place, has Atkins alongside him, but he's going to get support from Danny Carinini as they run to turn two, through the apex, into the braking zone for the hairpin. Couple of drivers going wide and going off. Are they going to be able to catch it? No, they have to drift further off the circuit. I didn't quite make out who that was, but certainly we'll watch as the drivers come through. I think it was Charles Roussan. So Charles Roussan has dropped right out to the back, and we've got a contact further back as one of the Cosmics runs off the road. So there's a couple of incidents in the latter stages of the field as well. A couple of drivers having a problem or two. So we'll try and pick that up later on in the lap if we can, but at the moment it is Callum Bradshaw out in front of Mark Kimber and Aaron Walker. Khali Atkins has made a brilliant start to get into fourth place, the Jamaican, and Connor Jupp is still there battling away, but that's Lewis Mackey that's got ahead of him. So Lewis Mackey has made a magnificent launch off the grid, and he is into fifth position ahead of Connor Jupp. So here we go, lap two. Bradshaw, Kimber, Walker, Atkins, Mackey, Jupp, Butcher, Gonzalez, Leon and Natteril. Now the drivers that ended up having problems at the back were Charles Roussan, Miguel Silva and Ethan Faramond. How about that? Three French drivers on Cosmics. Two French drivers on Cosmics and Miguel Silva, the Portuguese, on one as well. So a big problem off the start. And it looks like we've had problems further back in the pack as well. There's been an incident at turn 4. 2 or 3 drivers coming to a stop. And that is one of the AC Motorsport drivers in trouble. I'm afraid that's Hugo Natteril. Hugo Natteril was in 10th place behind Carlos Leon. So Natteril is now off the road at turn 4. His race is over. And he's not the only one. There's another driver. That's Danny Carinini! Danny Carinini's gone! Oh my goodness! Danny Carinini, he's going to try and rejoin, but he will be at the back. No, there's no way you're going to get that kart restarted, Danny. And he knows it. Oh my word. So Carinini is out of it. And he will start from the back of the grid. That's drama. That's big drama. The international finals winner is almost certain to have a nightmare of a race now in the final later. Carinini is out of it. So he and Hugo Natteril will start from the back of the grid in the final. Green flags fly at that part of the circuit because there's still debris to clear up from their little incident. So Bradshaw leads Kimber. Walker in third. Fourth place is Atkins. Fifth is Mackey. Sixth is Sean Butcher. What a recovery drive from the Australian who started ninth. Gonzalez in seventh. Jupp is eighth. Then Carlos Leon and the Polish star Ollie Pilka. Kaden McQueen is having a great race. He's dropped up to 12th position as there goes Khali Atkins up to third place past Aaron Walker. And we've had another incident. 2 karts coming together in the second sector. 2 drivers off together. It's JP Slater and Benjamin Hovelak. So they are off the circuit in the mid-sector. And it looks to me as though Ben Hovelak is trying to get the kart going again. And he does do exactly that. But unfortunate though for those two, they're out of the race, or certainly out of the running. But JP Slater is out of the race. There he is. His kart well and truly pranged, unfortunately. So his day's over. Benjamin Hovelak has recovered to get back onto the circuit, but I'm not sure he'll get much further than the pit. Khali Atkins in second now, past Mark Kimber. So Khali Atkins is having an amazing race. Can you remember not that long ago that Khali Atkins was in the midfield having a good knock on the door of some top 6s, some top 10s, and now here he is in second position. The Jamaican is having a wonderful race. Yes, he races under a British licence, but he proudly carries the Jamaican flag on his suit and kart. And this young man from the Caribbean is having a wonderful day in second position, chasing after Callum Bradshaw. He's got Walker, he's got Kimber. Can he get the world champion? Here he goes. Khali Atkins is going to get the lead. Khali Atkins takes the lead at Portimão. Oh, wow. Brilliant from Atkins. And now Bradshaw's going to get straight back up the inside of him. So Bradshaw retakes the lead. Atkins has the audacity to gesture to Bradshaw. Come on, let's get away. And now Walker is right in behind Kimber. Mackie lining up in 5th position. Here goes Walker. Gets up on the curb to try and get past Kimber. No chance. You're not getting through there, bucko. So he holds on to 3rd position, does Mark Kimber. And Atkins is once again chasing after Callum Bradshaw. And it looks like we've got more damage to one of the Victory Lane drivers. Big damage to the Nassau. And that looks to me like Edgar Pierre is in trouble. So Edgar Pierre is now tumbling out of the top 10. So many big names in this field have fallen by the wayside, and it's only lap 6 now. Atkins behind Bradshaw. Atkins going for it again on Callum Bradshaw. He's going to try and pull away with the world champion now rather than make the overtaking move for the victory. But now Callum Bradshaw knows that Khali Atkins is a threat. He's not really had the opportunity to say that so far in Atkins' short career in Senior X30, but now he definitely knows that Atkins is the danger man. So Atkins having another look. Bradshaw holding on to things through the hairpin. They're trying to find grip out there as well, because these few incidents has probably kicked an awful lot of dust and sand onto the circuit in a few places, so that will make things trickier to get the kart stopped in quite the same way that has been done before. And we've got an off further back, one of the Cosmics dropping down the field. That I think is Jason Young going a little bit wide, or was it Miguel Silva, the Portuguese driver? Actually, I think it might have been him, just losing a little bit of ground there and dropping to the back of the train. So a very tricky situation all the way through this field, as again Khali Atkins is just trying to stretch away with Bradshaw. What if he could beat the 2020 world champion? That would be a massive feather in the cap for the Jamaican. He's going to be working so hard here as he runs in continuation. He races under a British license, of course, so he will wave the Union flag on the podium if he gets the victory. But boy, oh boy, are Jamaica going to be delighted with this if he manages to pull this off. So Khali Atkins right in behind Callum Bradshaw. Bradshaw still giving him pressure to try and stretch away. Alex Monod is the man who sets the fastest lap. 3rd position for Kimber. And Aaron Walker has dropped a long way back actually now. He's down to 8th behind Gonzalez, Mackie, Butcher and Connor Jupp. So Aaron Walker really needs to get back onto the path of his teammates. But the trio has definitely been broken up, that's for sure. A lot of drivers making places up through the field as well. Just on the outskirts of the top 10, you've got Carlos Leon and Ollie Pilker. Then it is Santiago Valve in 11th place in front of Alex Monod. Santi Valve's made up 13 places to be in 11th place. Monod's made up 6. Max Meyer has made up 6. And Thomas Fleming has got a warning flag. That's not good news. So Thomas Fleming has got a warning flag and obviously 5 seconds penalty that goes with it as well. So not good news at all for Thomas Fleming. We've also got recovery drives from Maximus Meyer, as I said, who's made up 6 places. Teresa Babachkova has made up 8 places, up to 14th. Lorenzo Marquez has made up 13, and Frederick Peters has made up 16 places, as has, well, Sita Van Meert's done the best job of anyone. She's made up 14 places from the grid. So an incredible comeback for Sita Van Meert, who's now in the top 20. Bradshaw drifts out wide in the penultimate bend, and Khali Atkins has got a chance to go for the move on Bradshaw again. Bradshaw looks over his shoulder. He wants to see where Kimber and Gonzalez are. So he knows he's still got pressure from Atkins, but he's also got pressure from Kimber and Gonzalez, as Gonzalez gets into 3rd place past Kimber. So a great move from the Spanish driver. Eloy Gonzalez takes the move into turn 3, and he gets up the order as JP Slater, post-accident, gets a warning flag So they've clearly adjudged that it was Slater that caused the incident between himself and Benjamin Hovelak, as Khali Atkins gets back into the lead on Bradshaw on lap 9 of 13. Now, can he hold it? Bradshaw will not want to be second place to Khali Atkins for long. Down to the hairpin. Will he go for the move? Well, he can't go for the move because Atkins holds him at bay. And now Atkins has a good chance here to back Bradshaw into Eloy Gonzalez. So Khali Atkins will now officially lead a lap of the pre-final here in the Iame I Games 2021. Awesome work from Atkins, but Bradshaw is going to catch him quickly. Gonzalez is going to catch them quickly too. Atkins is protecting on the inside line. Bradshaw is not going to wait around for long here on Atkins, but Atkins holds the line. But Atkins is backing up the pack. Here comes Bradshaw on the inside line for Atkins, and he's there. Brilliant overtake. Gonzalez trying to get alongside Atkins now as well. Atkins is squeezed. He has to drop into third. What about Gonzalez now? Gonzalez will make his bid to get past Callum Bradshaw. Bradshaw holds the line. He's going defensive. Bring it on. This is an absolute freight train. The locomotive is Callum Bradshaw, and the carriages want to overtake the train. Amazing. Gonzalez in second now. Atkins going for the inside line to get back into second place. And that's held up the pack a little bit. Kimber, Butcher, Mackie, Walker, all getting a little bit tetchy behind. And of course now they'll come off the final turn once again and they'll get the slipstream down towards 3. Bradshaw still pushing hard. Atkins, Gonzalez, Kimber, Butcher, Jupp, Walker, and at the back of the train that is Connor Jupp. So Atkins has another look. Can't get through on Bradshaw. Gonzalez still there in third position. A little bit of a move made there, attempted at least from Mark Kimber. Atkins trying not to drop the cart too heavy off the curbs. Holds second place. What a drive from Atkins, who is running out of his skin at the moment. Brilliant stuff. Gonzalez now getting his run on the inside. Well defended by Atkins, and that's going to put Kimber into third. Butcher's going to try and follow in as well. He gets into fourth place. Atkins with his elbows out in fine style there to hold on to his position. Magic, absolutely magic racing. And now diving up the inside of Gonzalez, that is Walker, chopping across. Gonzalez might lose out to Connor Jupp and Lewis Mackie round the outside, and he does. Jupp and Mackie both get through. Gonzalez is down to 8th. That shows you how close it is and how tricky it is to make just one error. 2 laps to go. Atkins will reel in Bradshaw down the straight, but he won't be close enough to throw it up the inside at 3. So through turn 3 they come, down the dip, in through the left-hander. But Atkins is getting good pace again here on Bradshaw. He might be able to snatch this in the final lap. And what a turn up for the books that would be to see Khali Atkins in pole position for the final. Bradshaw just wants to keep things as simple as possible, keep it business as usual. But Atkins has other ideas. Meanwhile, Kimber and Butcher are fighting for the inside line of the second row, one of the most precious starting positions on the grid of this Iame I Games final in Senior X30. Third position is definitely better than fourth, because they'll be on the inside line to follow the pole sitter, whoever that turns out to be. This is going to be close between Kimber and Butcher. They've done this dance a million times before, and now they're doing it for the pride of the 2021 I Games. Here we go, last lap. Can Khali Atkins overhaul the 2020 world champion? Bradshaw goes defensive, holds his line. Atkins will swarm around. Doesn't get the move in 3. Lines him up in 4. Can Atkins throw it up the inside of Bradshaw? Well, Bradshaw's going ultra defensive now. No way through on the inside line unless he can help it. This is going to be tough for Bradshaw to hold on to, though. Atkins is feisty. He's motivated. He's determined. Bradshaw hugs the inside apex. Atkins going for the switchback, but Bradshaw places his cart perfectly. Can't get the undercut. This is going to be tough for Atkins to overhaul, but he's working every single line he can. Meanwhile, Kimber and Butcher are being reeled in here by Aaron Walker. Aaron Walker is trying to get his way up into the top 3. But I think Bradshaw's done enough here. He's going to hang on in front of Khali Atkins. An amazing effort from the Jamaican. But Callum Bradshaw will take the pole position for the final ahead of Khali Atkins, Kimber, Butcher and Aaron Walker. What a race. And that wasn't even the final. Stupendous. What great racing. Bradshaw in his element to hold on to that one. So difficult. And Callum Bradshaw maintains his advantage going into the final. He really has been amazing in the second half of the season. Disappointment for Drake Jansen. He retired in the closing stages along with Edgar Pierre. What a drive from Callum Bradshaw, and what a performance from Khali Atkins as well. He really has stepped up to the plate. This is only his third full season really in the Iame Euro Series paddock, Khali Atkins, and boy oh boy is he proving to be a serious contender. Majestic racing, and that was only the pre-final, folks. The main event is coming up later. Truly sensational stuff. Callum Bradshaw taking the victory and the pole position for the final, the main event later. Khali Atkins in second from Mark Kimber and Sean Butcher. Then Aaron Walker, Lewis Mackey, Alex Monod, Eloy Gonzalez, Connor Jupp, and in the top 10, Teresa Babic-Kova. Absolutely incredible. Maximus Meyer is there in front of Santiago Valve, Carlos Leon and Lorenzo Marquez from Ollie Pilker, Federico Peters, Ethan Faramond and Sita Van Meert. 19th it is Petra Babic-Kova, who made up 13 places. Very impressive stuff. Enzo Lacruz has Caden McQueen for company, and then Thomas Fleming, Jason Young, Jesse Dorgist, Charles Roussan, Mika Voss, Luis Caetano, Miguel Silva, Diogo Martins and Finley Harrison. The retirements were Drake Jansen, Edgar Pierre, JP Sleater, Benjamin Hovelak, Danny Caronini and Hugo Naturel.